Have you ever just sat still and felt everything hit you all at once? The pain you've been hiding, the tears you never cried, the words you needed to hear but never did. You're not alone. So many people walk through life wounded, emotionally, mentally, sometimes spiritually. Yet they never stop long enough to truly heal. But healing doesn't happen by accident. It's a choice, a journey, a process you have to commit to with compassion and patience. And today, if you're listening to this, it means you're ready. You're ready to begin again, not by forgetting the past, but by facing it, understanding it, and finally releasing it. So let's start this journey together. Here are 18 powerful things you must do to truly heal yourself. 1. Acknowledge that you're hurting. You can't heal what you don't acknowledge. Too many of us try to stay strong, pretending nothing affects us. But healing begins the moment you allow yourself to feel. Take a breath. Be honest with yourself. What are you still carrying? Pain from a broken relationship, the absence of a parent's love, regret from something you said or didn't say, the trauma of being ignored, unseen, or misunderstood? Say it out loud. Write it down. Cry if you need to. You have the right to hurt. You're human, but your pain doesn't define you. It simply reveals where healing is needed. 2. Stop chasing closure from the wrong people. One of the biggest blocks to healing is waiting for someone else to make it right. Let me be honest with you. Some people will never say sorry. They'll never admit what they did. They'll move on like you never mattered, and that hurts. I know it does. But your healing can't depend on someone else's apology. Closure isn't something they give you. It's something you give yourself. You don't need their words. You need your peace. Say this to yourself. I may never get the answers I wanted, but I deserve peace anyway. 3. Create space to feel. We live in a world that keeps us busy so we don't feel. Scrolling endlessly, working constantly, entertaining ourselves to death. But healing doesn't happen in distraction. It happens in silence. You need to create space for your soul to speak. Spend time alone. Sit with your emotions. Journal. Walk. Meditate. Do whatever it takes to hear what your heart is trying to say. Because beneath the pain, there is truth, and that truth will set you free. 4th, stop blaming yourself for how others treated you. If someone mistreated you, abused you, lied to you, or neglected you, it says more about them than it ever could about you. But trauma can make us believe we deserved it. You didn't. Their behavior was a reflection of their own wounds, their own pain, their own brokenness. Stop internalizing their actions. Stop carrying guilt that doesn't belong to you. You are not what they did to you. You are who you choose to become after it. 5. Forgive, but not for them, for you. Forgiveness isn't about letting people off the hook. It's about setting yourself free. When you hold on to resentment, you stay chained to your pain. But when you forgive, you say, I refuse to let your actions live in my heart rent-free any longer. This doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean you allow them back into your life. It means you free yourself from the emotional prison they left you in. Forgiveness is self-respect. Forgiveness is healing. Forgiveness is power. 6. Reconnect with yourself. Sometimes we get so lost in relationships, careers, or expectations that we forget who we are. But healing is about coming home to yourself. Ask yourself, what brings me peace? What makes me feel alive? What did I love doing before the world told me who to be? Go back to that. Reconnect with your soul. You are not just someone's partner, child, employee, or friend. You are you, and that's enough. 7. Speak kindly to yourself. The voice in your head, is it kind or cruel? Because your healing depends on how you speak to yourself. You can't heal while constantly criticizing yourself. You can't grow if you're always tearing yourself down. Say these words: I am worthy of love. I am allowed to rest. I am healing, even if it's slow. I am doing the best I can, and that is enough. 8. Grieve what you lost, even if no one understands. Sometimes we grieve people who are still alive. We grieve relationships that never became what we hoped. We grieve the childhood we didn't get, the love we never received, the time we can't get back. And that's okay. Grief is not just for death. It's for anything that once mattered and now doesn't exist in the way you needed it to. So don't minimize your pain just because others don't understand it. If it hurt you, it matters. Cry, mourn, honor what you lost. But also, give yourself permission to move forward. You can carry the memory without carrying the weight. 9. Accept that healing is not linear. One day you'll feel like you're finally okay. The next day you might break down all over again. This doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're healing. Healing is messy. Some days will feel like progress. Others will feel like you're right back at the beginning. But every time you choose to keep going, even through the chaos, you're winning. Don't judge your healing by how fast you're going. Honor the fact that you haven't given up. That alone is courage. 10th stop, reopening wounds for people who won't even say sorry. Let's talk about emotional self-respect. Sometimes we keep revisiting old relationships, hoping this time they'll treat us better. But if someone continues to show you that they don't value your heart, believe them. Your peace is too precious to keep handing over to people who play with it. Don't let loneliness trick you into settling for pain. Don't let nostalgia blind you to reality. Love yourself enough to say, I deserve better, and I'm no longer afraid to walk away to find it. 11. Understand that not everyone can go with you. Healing often creates distance. You start thinking differently. You start protecting your peace. You stop entertaining drama, gossip, manipulation, and emotional chaos. And guess what? Some people won't like that. Let them go. Your growth will intimidate those who refuse to change. It's not your job to stay small so others feel comfortable. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to outgrow toxic people. And you are allowed to choose peace, even if it means being alone for a while. 12th, reparent yourself. Some of us never got the emotional support we needed as children. We were taught to be tough, quiet, invisible, even when we were breaking inside. But the beautiful thing is, it's never too late to reparent yourself. Be the voice you needed to hear. Speak gently to your inner child. Give yourself the care, love, and affirmation you lacked. Buy yourself the things you were denied. Stand up for yourself like no one else ever did. You can't go back and change the past, but you can choose how you show up for yourself now. 13th, let go of the perfect healing. Myth healing isn't about being fixed. You're not broken, you're becoming. Some days you'll still feel anxious. Some wounds might never fully disappear, but that doesn't mean you haven't grown. Healing is not about perfection. It's about integration. It's about learning to live with your scars, with grace, and still choosing joy. So stop waiting to feel 100% before you enjoy life again. Start now, even if you're still healing, especially if you're still healing. 14. Build healing habits into your life. Healing isn't just emotional, it's also practical. Start small, wake up early and drink water. Take a 10-minute walk in the morning sun. Journal your thoughts before bed. Turn off your phone and just breathe. Read things that inspire you, not things that drain you. Surround yourself with people who pour into your soul, not pull from it. Healing happens in your habits, little choices made every day. That's what rebuilds you. 15. Create healthy boundaries. This is hard. especially if you're used to pleasing people or avoiding conflict. But boundaries are not rejection. They are protection. Every time you say no to something harmful, you say yes to your healing. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't owe unlimited access to people just because they're family, friends, or from your past. Your peace is your responsibility, and boundaries are how you protect it. 16th, rest. Rest is healing. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop. Stop running. Stop forcing. Stop pushing. Just rest. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to prove your worth by being busy all the time. Your body needs sleep. Your mind needs stillness. Your soul needs silence. This is where deep healing happens. In the quiet, in the gentle, in the slow. Give yourself permission to rest. 17th, reclaim joy. Joy is not something you find once you're healed. Joy is something that helps you heal, laugh again, dance again, paint, write, explore, be silly, be spontaneous, be free. Don't wait for life to be perfect before you allow yourself to feel joy. Every smile, every moment of wonder, it's medicine for your soul. You deserve joy now, even if you're still hurting, even if you're still in process. 18, talk to someone. Healing isn't meant to be done alone. There's no shame in therapy. There's no weakness in needing support. Sometimes just being heard, truly heard, can unlock years of hidden pain. Find someone you can trust, a therapist, a mentor, a wise friend. And if no one is available, speak to yourself through voice notes, journaling, or even this audio. Because your story matters, your voice matters, and your healing deserves to be witnessed. If you've made it this far, I want you to know something deeply important. You are healing, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you've stumbled along the way, even if no one sees your progress. You are healing, and I am proud of you. Not because you figured it all out, but because you've chosen not to give up. So take this message with you. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be completely fixed. You just need to keep choosing yourself every single day, because healing is not a destination, it's a daily decision.